These people are completely blindfolded, but watch as they race around this track effortlessly without crashing. Even video games are not a problem. Be just handing these to you.
Yes.
And you are able to just tell me what colors they are, right? Okay.
Fast as we go.
All right, let's do it. And there, you're the trailblazer. You're one of the first, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you must be really confident. I'm not going to go easy on you.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Okay.
Color.
That's blue. That's red. That's white.
Wow.
That's orange. That's blue. That's black. Red. Yellow. Green.
I'm not even as fast enough for you.
Yellow. Blue. Green.
Done. I've documented this a few times, and every time it's been kids. Why is it that you can do this so easily?
I don't know. I think maybe it's because I have a mind like a kid. I don't know.
You're open to it.
Yeah.
And explain to me, because I saw you doing this a few times. Tell me what aspect your hand plays in this whole thing.
A lot of times it's the vibration. You send out a signal to the object or the color or whatever, and it'll send a vibration back to you. But
when you say vibration, like, okay, here's the yellow pad, right, on the floor. If you go like this to it, what are you getting back?
On me, it's a little bit different for colors because I get a different heat set for each color. And like my son, he gets the vibration and the color blasts him in the face.
So for everybody, it manifests in their own way.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
It's a lot of it is a lot of meditation and a lot of concentration. You got to let your mind go to where it will be open up to everything that's around you.
Vibravision actually comes from a martial art that was developed by the royal family of Indonesia called Merpati Putih. They actually call it MP for short, and we call it MPUSA here. It's actually a specific discipline of energy awareness with meditation and the energy work that we do in the martial art that gives us the ability to detect our physical surroundings without our eyes, because we're connected to everything. We are electric beings, and utilizing our sixth sense, if you will, that sense that you can feel somebody looking at you, or you can just feel somebody get close to you. We can hone that and turn that into a usable sensation, and actually turn it into a picture in our mind.
And he's pretty impressive himself. Check this out.
And so what I've got here is it's an old style well pump handle that they use to pump water up out of the ground. It's cast iron.
Can I see?
And sure.
Oh yeah, that's pretty solid. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, that's like solid metal. I cannot bend that.
Well, my record,
I
I broke 25 of those at one time over my leg, but I'm just going to do this one. We're actually waiting for, yeah. Jeez. But we're almost out. This is like my last one. So
okay.
Since I only have
let's
one,
break it.
How about I break it with my finger?
Perfect.
All right.
You're going to break it with your finger?
I'm going to use my power and put it through my
channel
finger.
It all in here.
So it protects my finger, and break it with my finger.
Wow, okay. So just to show everybody, look, I'm like pushing down on this. Nothing happens. Okay? All right. Take it away. Wow. Wow.
So
that's
we use this energy to do, the real aspect. This is just for fun and a good way to test our electricity and our power focus.
Wow.
But
so is that what it is, electricity?
Yeah, well, it's all electricity because we're electrical beings. That's how they measure our heartbeat, our brain waves, everything in our body, we're electric. Vibravision is all about electricity because we're huge antennas.
Kevin and Tiffany are engaged with a 3-year-old son, and being completely blind, they've been coming to Nate for a year to develop this ability.
Well, I've been blind for about 22 years now, and always looking for something that could just make life easier. When I first heard about this, doing a different type of training, I was immediately fascinated because I've been a martial artist my whole life.
Yeah.
And you see movies where people can do these crazy things while they're blind. And when I heard about it, I couldn't believe it at first. And then once I researched it and met Mike and Nate, it was incredible. It blew me away. And finding out how real it really is just gave us a new hope. Mm-hmm. I mean, so many times we've been brought to tears just because of the stuff that we've been able to experience here.
I was almost brought to tears a few times, just even just watching your dedication and being able to come out here and do this, you know, you come once a month, right?
Yeah.
For a week at a time.
Usually it's 4 days at a
4
time.
days.
Yeah.
Have you already noticed a difference in the year that you've been here?
Absolutely.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Like what?
Daily life, just going around, you know, moving around obstacles, moving around
Yeah.
people, you know, in crowds. It's always a challenge with the cane, you know, because
Yeah.
someone tries to get out of your way and you think they're in one spot and they move right into a different spot where you're planning on going.
Oh yeah.
But with this, we've both been able to do some navigating around things that was so much more difficult before.
Well, and we have a 3-year-old, and he just has, like, you know, 3-year-olds,
Yeah.
toddlers. They have stuff everywhere, and so it's really nice, like, not step on Legos.
Yeah.
Wow.
And, you know, be able to find his sippy cup when he wants it. You know,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's
Absolutely.
just simple, like, everyday stuff.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jeffrey Fannin. I'm a neuroscientist, and for the last 23 years, I've been measuring the brain, what happens, where it happens, and why it happens. You know, many things that I have been able to measure are very interesting, but it's also very unusual, much like many of the things that you see in this video. So I have some special equipment and software that allows me to do that, and I'll just give you a brief glimpse of how we measure some of these things without going into too much detail, just so that you can better understand the kinds of research things that we're going to be doing with this phenomenal activity.
This is the EEG recording of Mike Armstrong, recorded on May 21st, 2019. This is his EEG in the process of playing back. And we can turn this around and move the brain in any direction that we would like to. So this is the front of the brain down here. This is the back of the brain. This is the left side of the brain and the right side of the brain. So we're essentially looking down on top of the brain. There are a number of what we call voxels here, and you can see they look like cubes, 5 by 5 by 5 millimeter cubes, that is processing a lot of information within the brain, and we can see how it's functioning in different frequency ranges as well as in different locations of the brain.
I hope that you'll take a minute and comment on this video and pass it along to people that you know, because it's not only interesting, but it's actually true, and these things actually do happen in the brain, and we are going to be able to put that in a protocol that can be taught to people who have both sight and those people who do not have sight, in order to improve their abilities and increase their consciousness. So we appreciate your comments. Thank you so much.